The difference between the I-type film cartridge and 600 film cartridge or the exp0.7 film cartridge is I-type does not come with an inbuilt battery. The different usage between a 600 film is because on the older models like this kind, it does not have an inbuilt battery in the camera, unlike the Now Plus or the i2. And for older cameras like the SS70 or even the mint new SLR670, it uses the SS70 films, which requires a battery to support the camera. There is quite a different variation that comes up from I-type film. Example, there's like David Bowie, or on the 600 film there is a round frame. And let's just say if I want to use a 600 film on my Now camera, I have no issues on using it directly. But if I want to use a David Bowie on my old Polaroid cameras, I will have a difficulty in using them because I-type film does not support, because it does not have the battery pack. So in that case, in this video we will be doing a tutorial on how to use a special film pack and change it into an empty 600 film cartridges. Let's just say I load a 600 color film into my camera and I do a couple of pictures, then decide to either change my color film into a black and white cartridge, or I would like to keep the balance of my Polaroid films in the fridge because I may not be using the balance of the film immediately for the next 2 to 3 weeks. I can actually remove the cartridge by using the black cards or a used Polaroid. But by doing so, there is a risk of getting a slight light exposure like this picture here, because this is what I'm gonna do. Firstly, if you see, this is the plastic that actually protecting the lights from going into your film. And if you see here, the first layer of the gold, it's actually the first film, and then you can see the bottom film, and then on top here, this black one is actually your cartridge. So what you want to do is you either slot in a black card or a used Polaroid film in between the first picture here in the cartridge. Doing so, you will slightly expose some light into this, but to bear in mind that the one that I'm showing you now is a box of dummy film. So let us do it now. What I usually do is, if I have a sharp tweezer, I would use it to help me to flip this down. If I don't, I can still always use a black card and flip it down, you know, or use a used film and flip it down. As you can see, you need to make sure that you put it in between the cartridge and the first film, and make sure that you slide it all the way in. Gently just pull it out. you'll notice that you will have a difficulty here because on the cartridge this part will be blocking. So what you do is midway, before you remove your full cartridge out, you can gently push down the film to slide it in. So what I did is like that, push it down and slide it in. Now you can keep this balance film in the fridge, or you can keep it back in the box and make sure that it's like sealed. Now let's dive into changing a I-type film into a empty 600 film cartridge. But before going in, we will need a very important tool, which is a film changing bag. So this film changing bag is actually light seal, and on one end there is this Velcro and zipper. So what you do is you put your iPad film and also this 600 empty film cartridge, zip it in and seal it up. On the other end of the film changing bag, there is 2 holes for you to slot your in like this. To bear in mind that if you wear a Apple Watch or any watch that will light up, remove them before you do this part, and you have to do everything blindly inside that bag. So what I'm gonna do next is I'm gonna show you what I need to do inside the dog bag, but outside, so that you can see how it is done. So usually when you have a new pack, there will be a black card on it, right? So instead of having a black card, I use dummy film. In the changing bag, you have to open this and push this metal down. You have to do piece by piece. So the first piece will be your dark card, and you will slide this out. Always remember not to press on this part, because this is where your chemical pots are. You have to blindly feel it in the dark bag. Push this metal spring down and slot the film in. Okay? And gently push down so that you can slot the film in all the way. And you have to repeat this process for all your 8 films. So remember, just slightly gently push it down, slide it in, remember that you need to put in the black card before you remove the cartridge out from the changing bag. So now that it's out, you can use your special film pack on your 600 camera. Always practice on how to slot in and out using a used film and a used cartridge before you try it on the dark bag, because practice makes perfect.